Rat invasion, a growing crisis. Hello, everyone. Today, we're diving into a problem that's costing cities millions of dollars: rats. These pests aren't just a nuisance, they're an unstoppable force. Did you know rats are among the top 5 animals with the highest reproductive rates? Stick around to discover the creative strategies farmers and urban hunters are using to fight back. Let's get started. Common #1 to continue. ##### New York's rat problem, a crisis in the making. New York City is under siege. The rat population has surged to over 2 million, according to the New York Department of Health. Why? Abandoned trash, neglected properties, and urban sprawl have created a paradise for these resilient invaders. Each female rat can birth 6 to 12 pups per cycle, and within weeks, those pups are reproducing. It's an endless cycle that's turning public areas into rat playgrounds. Rats gnaw through infrastructure, destroy roads, and pose serious health risks to millions. ###The hidden cost of rats. The financial toll is staggering. New York spends over $32 million annually on rodent control, deploying traps, poisons, and sanitation initiatives. But despite these efforts, the rat population continues to thrive. Why? Rats adapt. They're clever, quick, and thrive in urban environments. Without bold, innovative solutions, traditional methods alone will never keep pace with their explosive reproduction. ###A call for action. This is more than a pest problem, it's an economic and public health emergency. The damage caused by rats extends beyond broken infrastructure and lost dollars. It jeopardizes community safety and the health of residents. It's time for a new approach. Comprehensive strategies, stronger sanitation policies, and cutting-edge rodent control technologies are essential to stop the invasion. Will New York rise to the challenge? Comment #action now if you think it's time to step up the fight. Together, we can reclaim our city. Nighttime rat hunting, a critical solution to New York's growing crisis. The war against New York's rat infestation has taken an unconventional turn. Nighttime rat hunting, equipped with precision tools like air rifles and small-caliber firearms, hunters are stepping up to combat a crisis that affects public health, infrastructure, and the economy. Let's explore how this strategy is making a difference and why it's essential to our cities. ###The method behind the mission. Hunters in New York use advanced gear, including .22 caliber rifles and specialized scopes for low-light accuracy. These tools are vital for nighttime hunts, as rats are less alert and easier to target during these hours. Licensed hunters undergo rigorous training, typically lasting 6 months, to ensure safety and precision in handling firearms and responding to emergencies. ###The impact of regulated hunting. New York's rat hunters focus on hotspots like abandoned farms, where livestock feed attracts large rat populations. With careful planning, hunters position themselves 30 to 50 feet away, using advanced optics to ensure clean, accurate shots. A single skilled hunter can eliminate 50 to 100 rats in one session, significantly reducing infestations. These efforts save property owners thousands of dollars in repairs, prevent infrastructure damage, and dramatically improve residents' quality of life by curbing health risks. ###Public health and environmental benefits. Unchecked rat populations are carriers of dangerous diseases like leptospirosis and salmonella. By controlling their numbers, hunters are helping to protect public health and prevent outbreaks. Proper disposal of rat carcasses is equally critical. Hunters follow strict protocols to prevent contamination, reporting their kills to authorities to aid in refining control strategies. Although rats are not permitted for consumption due to health risks, their removal is a win for both sanitation and safety. ### addressing community concerns. Not everyone agrees with rat hunting. Concerns about noise, environmental impact, and firearms safety have sparked debate. However, public education can bridge this gap. Authorities must emphasize the urgency of rat control while ensuring safe and ethical hunting practices. By organizing community meetings and transparent discussions, officials can foster cooperation and understanding. This collaboration is key to balancing public safety with effective pest control. ### Join the conversation. Is your city struggling with a similar rat crisis? What are your thoughts on using regulated hunting as a solution? Share your ideas in the comments. If you believe rat hunting is a necessary step, comment #essential action and subscribe to stay updated on innovative pest control strategies. Let's work together for cleaner, safer communities. Stay tuned for more impactful content. Wild boar invasions, a growing threat to agriculture and communities. Wild boars, resilient and highly adaptable creatures, are becoming a significant challenge for farmers and local communities. As natural food sources in forests dwindle, these animals increasingly turn to agricultural farms for sustenance, causing widespread destruction and economic losses. ### The perfect targets, corn and wheat fields. While wild boars can consume almost any crop, they exhibit a strong preference for corn and wheat. These crops not only provide a nutritious food source but also offer excellent cover for the boars, making it easier for them to hide and feed undetected. This behavior creates immense challenges for farmers, who are often left with devastated fields and diminished harvests. ### Devastating economic losses. The damage caused by wild boars is staggering. Local farmers and the agricultural industry lose hundreds of thousands of dollars annually due to destroyed crops. Severely damaged fields lead to reduced yields and a loss of critical income, threatening the livelihoods of farming communities. These financial burdens ripple through the economy, impacting not just farmers but also related industries that depend on stable agricultural outputs. ### An elusive and fast-moving threat. Wild boars are notoriously difficult to manage due to their exceptional mobility. They can travel long distances in search of food and suitable habitats, making containment a major challenge. With speeds of up to 31 mph, they can evade capture and quickly infiltrate farmlands, often before detection. Their ability to cover large areas and adapt to new environments makes them a persistent threat to farms located near forests or their natural habitats. ### The impact on communities. The unchecked presence of wild boars can have serious consequences. Beyond economic losses, their behavior can disrupt ecosystems and pose risks to local wildlife. Communities near boar habitats face challenges maintaining the balance between human activity and wildlife conservation. ### A call for action. To address the wild boar crisis, comprehensive measures are needed. 1. Advanced monitoring systems, use of drones or motion sensors to detect and track boar activity. 2. Fencing and barriers, installing durable, boar-proof barriers around vulnerable farmlands. 3. Population management programs, implementing humane culling and relocation initiatives. 4. Community engagement, educating farmers and residents on best practices to deter wild boars. ### What do you think? Should governments and communities invest more in controlling wild boar populations? Is there a way to coexist with these animals while minimizing damage? If you agree that action is necessary, leave a comment with #ProtectFarms or share your ideas below. Together, we can explore solutions to ensure agriculture thrives while respecting wildlife. Stay tuned for updates and insights. The growing threat of wild boar invasions, a crisis for farmers and communities. Wild boars are emerging as a severe problem for farmers and businesses, especially when these invasive animals strike in large herds. Their ability to rapidly breach fences and damage farm infrastructure makes them one of the most destructive threats to agriculture today. Protecting farms from wild boar intrusion is now a critical priority to safeguard agriculture, livelihoods, and community well-being. #The Canadian Challenge, a lack of adequate protection. Canada faces unique challenges in addressing the wild boar crisis, as many farms lack the proper infrastructure to defend against these invasions. Insufficient fencing systems. Many farms lack high, sturdy fences capable of withstanding the force of wild boars, leaving crops and livestock vulnerable. Inadequate protection measures, limited resources and outdated strategies leave farms exposed to frequent boar incursions. Without significant upgrades, these vulnerabilities will continue to facilitate the unchecked entry of feral pigs, compounding the problems for Canadian farmers. #A breeding ground for trouble. One of the primary reasons for the surge in wild boar populations is their astonishing reproductive rate. Female wild boars can give birth to 2 litters annually, with each litter producing 20 to 40 piglets. This rapid reproduction overwhelms existing control measures, making it difficult to predict and manage their growing populations. As their numbers soar, their demand for food intensifies, driving herds to seek out new sources in agricultural areas. Farms, with their abundance of crops and stability, are prime targets for these hungry invaders. Widespread destruction in their wake. The damage caused by wild boar herds is not only immediate and extensive but also far-reaching. Agricultural losses. Boars can devastate entire fields in a matter of hours, destroying crops like corn and wheat, which are particularly attractive to them. Infrastructure damage. Weak fences and other farm structures are easily breached by boars, leaving farms even more exposed in the future. Ecological imbalance. Their encroachment threatens local biodiversity and disrupts the delicate ecological balance in affected areas. #A call to action, protecting farms and ecosystems. To combat this growing crisis, Canada must implement robust and long-term strategies, including 1. High-performance fencing, investing in durable, boar-proof fences to protect farms from future invasions. 2. Wild boar population control, initiating humane culling, relocation programs, and sterilization efforts to curb their rapid reproduction. 3. Farmer training and resources, providing farmers with tools and education to prevent and manage wild boar incursions effectively. 4. Early detection systems, using drones, motion sensors, and other technologies to monitor and respond to boar activity. 5. Biodiversity preservation, collaborating with conservationists to restore and protect local ecosystems impacted by boar invasions. Your voice matters. What steps do you think should be taken to tackle the wild boar problem? Are stronger measures needed to protect farms and communities? If you support proactive efforts to manage the wild boar crisis, comment #ProtectOurFarms and share your insights below. Stay tuned for updates on how communities around the world are dealing with invasive species and working to restore balance. Together, we can find solutions. Strategies to combat feral pig infestations, protecting farms through effective measures. Dealing with feral pig infestations requires a blend of practical and strategic solutions to safeguard farms and maintain agricultural productivity. Farmers and experts have adopted a range of approaches to manage these invasive animals, emphasizing durability, precision, and regular maintenance. Building sturdy fences, a reliable defense. Constructing a robust fence is a fundamental yet highly effective strategy for keeping feral pigs at bay. To maximize its effectiveness, several factors must be considered. 1. Material and height. The fence should be made from sturdy materials like reinforced steel or heavy-duty mesh and stand at least 3.5 feet tall to deter jumping or climbing attempts. 2. Depth of installation. To prevent digging, the fence must be buried at least 1 foot deep into the ground, creating a barrier that feral pigs cannot breach. 3. Routine inspections. Regularly inspect the fence for holes or damage, ensuring there are no weak points for pigs to exploit. Prompt repairs are essential to maintain its effectiveness. Trapping, a targeted solution. Trapping is another highly effective method for managing feral pigs, particularly for capturing lone individuals or small groups. Various types of traps can be deployed, each suited to specific situations. Tunnel traps, designed to funnel pigs into a confined space, these traps use their natural behavior to guide them to the bait. Spike traps, equipped with mechanisms that close quickly and securely, ensuring that the pigs cannot escape once captured. Rope traps, lightweight and versatile, these traps can be easily moved and set up in different locations. Strategic trap placement. The location of traps plays a critical role in their success. To increase the chances of capturing feral pigs, traps should be placed near food sources such as crop fields or fruit trees, close to water sources where pigs are likely to gather, in areas with evidence of recent pig activity, such as trails or wallowing sites. Using enticing bait like corn or fruit enhances the trap's attractiveness, ensuring a higher capture rate. A coordinated effort. Combating feral pig infestations demands not just strong infrastructure but also active participation from farmers, wildlife experts, and local authorities. Education and training. Farmers must be equipped with the knowledge and tools to implement and maintain these measures effectively. Community collaboration. Neighboring farms should work together to create a coordinated defense, ensuring no gaps in the protective network. Technology integration. Motion-activated cameras or sensors can monitor pig activity, helping farmers respond quickly to new incursions. A call to action. Feral pigs are not just a nuisance, they pose a serious threat to agriculture and local ecosystems. Strong defenses like sturdy fences and strategic trapping are critical for mitigating their impact. What do you think about these measures? Have you faced similar challenges with feral pigs or other invasive species? Share your insights in the comments below. Together, we can develop innovative solutions to protect farms and ensure sustainable agriculture. Hunting wild boar, a practical and responsible approach. Hunting is one of the most effective methods for reducing the wild boar population, but it must be carried out with safety and responsibility as top priorities. Proper measures ensure that hunting minimizes the risk to humans, other animals, and the environment while achieving its goal of population control. If you're an experienced hunter or interested in this activity, let us know by leaving the number 1 in the comments below. The growing popularity of wild boar meat. One innovative solution to address the invasive wild boar issue is the sustainable consumption of wild boar meat. This approach not only helps reduce the damage caused by these animals but also creates valuable opportunities for communities and businesses. Nutritional and culinary value. Wild boar meat is increasingly appreciated for its rich nutritional profile and unique flavor. Many people enjoy its high protein content and lower fat levels compared to domestic pork. distinct, robust taste that has become a favorite for adventurous eaters and gourmet dishes. By making wild boar meat a popular choice in the market, communities can help reduce the need for excessive hunting and trapping while turning the challenge of invasive boars into a profitable opportunity. Sustainability and environmental responsibility. While promoting the consumption of wild boar meat can be beneficial, it must be done responsibly and sustainably to ensure long-term ecological balance. 1. Prevent overexploitation. Careful regulation is needed to avoid overhunting, which could lead to unintended environmental consequences. 2. Environmental standards. Establishing clear principles for hunting, processing, and marketing wild boar meat ensures that the practice remains environmentally friendly. 3. Proper handling and processing. Wild boar meat must be thoroughly inspected and properly processed to eliminate risks such as foodborne illnesses. This includes adhering to food safety standards during handling and distribution. Opportunities for communities. The sustainable exploitation of wild boar meat can create new avenues for local income generation, from small-scale butchers to larger commercial operations. The wild boar meat industry can provide jobs and support the economy in areas affected by feral pig populations. Strict control and regulation. To ensure this approach is viable, strict oversight is essential. Policies must address permits for hunting and selling wild boar meat to prevent illegal practices, health inspections to certify the safety of the meat for consumption, ongoing monitoring of wild boar population levels to avoid depleting natural resources. What's your take? Have you ever tasted wild boar meat? If so, what did you think of its flavor? Do you support the idea of using wild boar as a food source to mitigate the damage caused by invasive populations? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know your perspective. If you're a supporter of sustainable hunting and wild boar consumption, leave the number 1 and help raise awareness about this innovative solution. Together, we can tackle this challenge while benefiting our communities and the environment. The growing threat of wild pigs to agriculture, a global crisis. Wild pigs are omnivores, which means they have a broad diet, capable of consuming nearly any type of food they come across. This adaptability, while useful for the pigs, poses significant risks to the agricultural industry, causing severe damage to crops, farmland, and ecosystems. Destructive impact on crops. Wild pigs are particularly harmful to vegetable fields, where their behavior leads to extensive damage. They engage in rooting and digging. This disrupts soil, uproots plants, and destroys crops. Feeding on crops. Wild pigs often damage leafy vegetables and tuber crops, like carrots, potatoes, and cabbage, reducing the yield. Eating seeds. They consume young plants and seeds, hindering plant growth and germination. This destruction significantly impacts farmers, making it more difficult to cultivate crops, and leading to considerable financial losses. Pathogen spread and environmental pollution. Wild pigs also carry pathogens that can spread throughout fields, affecting the quality and health of crops. Their presence increases the risk of environmental pollution as they contaminate water sources and disrupt the natural ecosystem. This contributes to the deterioration of soil fertility and agricultural sustainability. A global economic challenge. The damage caused by wild pigs is not just a localized issue, it's a growing global crisis. Estimates show that the financial loss due to wild pig destruction is staggering. $1.5 billion USD annually in the US. Euro 1 billion in Europe. Euro 1 billion in Asia. These losses affect a wide range of crops, including rice, carrots, potatoes, cabbage, and cucumbers. The agricultural industry worldwide is feeling the pressure of this invasive species. ### affecting communities worldwide. The issue of wild pig damage is spreading across hundreds of cities in Europe, Asia, and North America. Each year, more communities find themselves grappling with the destruction of crops and the environmental damage caused by these feral animals. The impact reaches beyond the fields to affect local economies, public health, and even biodiversity. ###urgent need for action. The scale of the damage is enormous, and as wild pig populations grow, the challenges become even more daunting. The agriculture sector, particularly in areas heavily affected by wild pigs, needs immediate and effective solutions to prevent further losses and protect food security. It's clear that wild pig infestations are a global agricultural threat, one that requires a unified response. From stronger fences and better trapping systems to sustainable hunting and population control, it's critical that we work together to protect our lands and communities from the devastating impact of these invasive animals. If you're concerned about the damage caused by wild pigs and agree that immediate action is needed, leave a comment with the number 1. Let's raise awareness and find solutions to safeguard agriculture worldwide. ***. The widespread destruction caused by wild pigs, a growing crisis. Wild pigs are not just a threat to agriculture, they are causing serious damage in urban and natural environments, with their presence leading to a wide range of problems that affect both people and wildlife. Environmental damage in urban areas. Urban areas under attack by wild pigs face a variety of issues. These animals are known to consume plants, from leaves and flowers to stems. Wild pigs destroy the beauty and value of gardens and landscapes. Burrow, their digging behavior damages landscaping and drainage systems, leaving behind waste and fertilizer that leads to environmental pollution. ### Traffic hazards. One of the most pressing safety concerns is the risk wild pigs pose to traffic. Their ability to suddenly appear on roads makes them a hazard to drivers, contributing to hundreds of accidents each year. Research from the U.S. Federal Highway Administration estimates 500 accidents annually, with the potential for thousands of incidents if you account for unreported cases. This growing risk puts both human lives and wildlife in danger. ### Destruction of trees and soil. Wild pigs do more than damage crops, they also wreak havoc on forests and natural habitats. Tree damage. Not only do wild pigs eat the leaves and bark, but they attack tree trunks and tubers, weakening trees and contributing to soil erosion. Soil degradation. Their digging destroys the natural soil cover, which leads to water runoff, making the land more vulnerable to erosion and decreasing its ability to retain water. These actions create a chain reaction, affecting water sources and causing irreparable environmental damage. ### Pollution and disease transmission. The impact of wild pigs is not limited to the physical destruction they cause, they also create serious pollution. Their waste and dung pollute habitats, leading to contaminated water sources, which can harm plants, animals, and entire ecosystems. The spread of diseases to other animals, posing a health risk to wildlife, domestic animals, and even humans. Wild pigs are known to transmit dangerous diseases, further exacerbating the public health risks posed by their presence. ### The scale of the damage. While it is difficult to pinpoint the exact amount of forest destruction, estimates suggest that millions of hectares are being damaged annually by wild pigs. The long-term effects of this destruction include loss of biodiversity. As wild pigs continue to invade and destroy natural habitats, Species that depend on these areas for survival face the threat of extinction. Ecological imbalance. The disruption caused by wild pigs impacts everything from soil health to wildlife populations, creating a ripple effect that reverberates through the ecosystem. #A growing crisis that demands action. The destruction caused by wild pigs is not a problem that can be ignored. Their impact stretches across agriculture, urban areas, forests, and even public safety. If left unchecked, the consequences will only grow more severe. It's time to take urgent action to reduce their population and protect the environment, communities, and wildlife from further damage. If you agree that immediate action must be taken to manage the wild pig population and safeguard our ecosystems, leave a comment with the number 1. Together, we can raise awareness and push for the solutions needed to tackle this growing crisis. The global impact of wild pig invasions, a growing crisis. The devastation caused by wild pigs extends far beyond agriculture, affecting biodiversity and contributing to global environmental issues like climate change and natural disasters. The damage they inflict on ecosystems is so severe that it's clear, we need to take action to control their populations before it's too late. Wild pig hunting, a key solution to the problem. One of the most effective ways to manage the increasing population of wild pigs is hunting, a practice employed around the world. Various hunting methods are used, depending on the environment and conditions, including daytime and nighttime hunting, as well as innovative technologies like drones. Nighttime hunting, a strategic advantage. Hunting wild pigs at night has proven to be especially effective. Wild pigs are naturally nocturnal, meaning they are most active during the night. This creates an ideal opportunity for hunters to track and control their population. Here's how it works. Using headlights and night vision tools, hunters can locate pigs in the dark. Specialized rifles and tracking equipment are used to safely capture or eliminate wild pigs. This method has led to a significant decrease in wild pig numbers, with estimates suggesting a 20% reduction over the past 2 decades in regions like the United States. The risks of nighttime hunting. While nighttime hunting is effective, it is not without its risks. Safety is a primary concern, as hunters need to be highly trained and experienced to navigate the dangers of hunting in low-light conditions. Accidents can happen, which is why it is critical that hunters are properly prepared and follow strict safety protocols. However, despite the challenges, the success of nighttime hunting shows that this method can significantly reduce the wild pig population when done correctly. A comprehensive approach to control wild pigs. Though hunting is a crucial tool in controlling the spread of wild pigs, we cannot rely on it alone. We need a holistic approach that includes continued monitoring of wild pig populations, implementation of sustainable management practices to prevent future outbreaks, environmental and ecological considerations to ensure the long-term health of our ecosystems. As we see the damage caused by wild pigs around the world, it's clear that urgent action is needed to manage their numbers and protect the environment. Hunting, when conducted responsibly and strategically, is an important part of this solution, but we must continue to explore other measures to ensure the safety of our ecosystems and communities. Do you believe in the importance of hunting to control wild pig populations? Do you agree that it's a necessary step to protect the environment and communities? Leave a comment with the number 1 if you support this approach, and share your thoughts with us. Together, we can find solutions to this growing problem. Monkey mayhem, a growing crisis in Japan. Japan, renowned for its pristine landscapes and disciplined culture, now faces an unexpected threat: monkey invasions, these primates are wreaking havoc on farmlands, infrastructure, and communities, leaving a trail of destruction and escalating costs. Are you ready to learn about this critical issue? Comment #1 to join the conversation. ### A rising wave of attacks. In the city of Takayama and surrounding mountainous regions, monkey attacks on residential areas and landfills have surged, with over 1,500 incidents reported annually. Farmers are among the hardest hit, as these mischievous primates descend in large numbers, targeting fruit and vegetable crops. One farmer shared his despair after discovering his entire orchard destroyed overnight, leaving nothing to harvest. According to the Japan Agricultural Products Protection Organization, $2 million in damages were reported in 2021 alone, underscoring the severe economic toll on the agricultural sector. ### Power outages, an unseen consequence. Monkeys aren't just targeting food, they're causing widespread blackouts. By climbing power lines, these animals have triggered at least 10 significant power outages in recent years. The Japanese Electric Authority estimates that damages from these disruptions exceed $500,000, impacting both businesses and residents. One week-long outage forced several businesses to shut down, leading to substantial production losses and economic setbacks. For residents, the daily inconveniences and interruptions have made life increasingly difficult. ### Environmental pollution and community challenges. Beyond economic impacts, monkey invasions contribute to environmental pollution. Scavenging through landfills, they scatter waste across neighborhoods and natural habitats, creating health hazards and tarnishing Japan's reputation for cleanliness. The rising frequency of attacks has sparked anxiety among residents, with some communities resorting to building barriers or installing deterrents like noise machines and electric fences. However, these measures are proving insufficient against the resourceful primates. ### A call for action. The monkey crisis demands urgent attention. Stronger collaboration between government agencies, local communities, and wildlife experts is essential to develop humane and effective control measures. Public education campaigns can raise awareness about safely coexisting with wildlife, while advanced monitoring technologies could help mitigate the impact of monkey intrusions. ### Your voice matters. What would you do if your community faced a similar issue? Should Japan take stricter measures to control the monkey population, or focus on coexistence strategies? Share your thoughts below. If you believe addressing this crisis is crucial, comment #ActionForJapan and subscribe for more updates on wildlife and environmental challenges. Together, we can work towards sustainable solutions. Stay tuned for our next story. Protecting Japan, innovative solutions to the monkey crisis. The relentless damage caused by Japan's growing monkey population, estimated at over 3 million, has left communities with no choice but to take action. In response to mounting losses, residents have turned to innovative solutions to protect their livelihoods and restore order. ### The electric fence, a line of defense. One of the most ambitious responses is a 25-meter-long electric fence installed around the Taka Mountains. Designed by renowned environmental expert Hiroshi Tanaka, this fence represents a cutting-edge approach to safeguarding both residential and agricultural areas. Features *: the fence combines barbed wire with electric pulses that are harmless to humans yet powerful enough to deter monkeys. Cost *: at a price of $1.5 million, this investment underscores the gravity of the crisis and the community's determination to protect its future. This barrier not only prevents monkeys from raiding farmlands but also creates a buffer zone, allowing residents to regain peace of mind. ### Why this matters. The damage caused by monkeys is not just an inconvenience, it's a direct threat to the economy and the environment. Crops destroyed by monkey raids cost Japan's agricultural sector millions of dollars annually, while scavenging behaviors lead to environmental pollution and power disruptions. The fence offers a scalable solution, demonstrating how advanced design and targeted investments can provide relief to affected communities. ### A growing population, a growing challenge. With the monkey population continuing to surge, the Taka Mountain fence is just the beginning. Authorities must implement comprehensive measures, such as expanding protective infrastructure, developing humane population control programs, investing in research to understand and manage monkey behavior effectively. ### Take action with us. This crisis is a reminder that human-wildlife conflicts require innovative, long-term solutions. Should Japan expand these protective efforts to other regions? Is coexistence with the monkey population a realistic goal, or is stricter intervention necessary? Share your thoughts in the comments and join the conversation. If you believe action is essential, comment #ProtectJapan and subscribe for more stories on environmental challenges and solutions. Together, we can support efforts to protect communities and foster a sustainable future. Stay tuned for updates. Extreme measures, tackling Japan's monkey invasion with strategic trapping. Faced with escalating monkey invasions, the people of Japan have turned to bold and effective solutions. Among the most impactful strategies are large iron traps, capable of catching 10 to 15 monkeys at a time. These traps have become a critical tool in curbing the monkey population and restoring balance to affected areas. ### Precision and expertise, the key to success. Using these traps requires a high level of skill and a deep understanding of monkey behavior. Only trained individuals are permitted to deploy them, ensuring the traps are both effective and ethically managed. Placement is crucial, with traps strategically located in dense forests, farmland, or near landfills, key areas where monkeys frequently forage for food. ### How it works. The traps are meticulously designed to attract and capture monkeys without causing harm. Baited with fruit, the traps take advantage of the monkey's natural instincts, luring them inside. Once a monkey enters, the simple yet effective mechanism automatically closes the door, securing the animals inside. Setting up a single trap is a team effort, requiring 4 experienced hunters and approximately 3-4 hours to ensure optimal placement and operation. ### Eco-friendly and long-lasting. One of the standout features of these traps is their alignment with Japan's environmental protection standards. The traps can be used for extended periods without polluting the environment. Regular inspections ensure their continued effectiveness and prevent malfunction. This environmentally responsible approach reflects Japan's commitment to managing the crisis without compromising ecological integrity. ### A collective effort to protect communities. Large iron traps have proven to be a game-changer in managing the monkey population. By rapidly reducing the number of invaders, they protect crops and restore farmers' livelihoods, reduce health and safety risks for residents, help mitigate environmental pollution caused by scavenging monkeys. However, this strategy is only part of the solution. Continued investment in community education, wildlife management, and innovative control measures will be essential for long-term success. ### Your thoughts matter. Do you think trapping is the best way to address Japan's monkey crisis? What other solutions might work to balance conservation with community safety? Share your ideas below. If you believe tackling this issue is vital, comment #MonkeySolutions and subscribe to stay updated on the latest efforts to manage wildlife challenges. Together, we can support communities in reclaiming their peace and protecting their future. Stay tuned for more updates.